Hello and welcome to a very nerdy and mathematical, but also kind of financial tips and tricks video for you guys for the long-term future. First of all, I just want to disclose I am no way in any way responsible for any decisions you make after watching this video. I'm just giving you my opinions after kind of going through the evidence the past few years and my own just kind of hunch. So take it with a grain of salt, but I highly advise you listen to me. But if you don't want to listen to me, then please give good old WoodysGamertag a watch and watch these two videos that you can see on the screen here. They will change your life, hopefully for the best. Just give him an hour of your time and watch these videos and listen to what he's saying, but also listen to what I'm saying, because I'm going to kind of dumb it down for everyone so you can get it, kind of understand it. I mean, Woody does a great job of how he explains it, but obviously people are doubtful to watch a video that's 12 years old, so I'm going to just prove to you that what he said back then still applies to this day. So if you're not aware, basically this whole video is going to be about how you can be retired by the age of 50, which is a big shout for someone at the age of 25, so that's only halfway there. But I want to talk about this, the S&P 500. If you're not aware of it, basically it's like 500 of the best companies in the world combining their finances together to give you a whole thing that you can invest in, basically. So if one company does bad, a new company will replace them. So in a way, it should never really theoretically fail, but it does occasionally fail year by year, and I'm going to show you that now. It was first kind of established in 1961, and it goes up until the present day. It won't go up to 2026 as of recording, because that's not finished yet. But you can see these numbers here, they're quite confusing, but the only really important one is this middle one here, but most importantly, this median number here, 12.59%. What does that mean? It means on average over the past 60 something years, it's been a 12.59% interest increase. So if you put in $1,000, we're going to talk about dollars in this video because even though I'm British, dollars makes more sense and everything's run by dollars, especially with the S&P 500. Theoretically, 12% increase. If you started with $1,000 every year, on average, it's going to go to $1,200 by the end of the next year. So you've gained about $200. The point with this is it's exponential. It gets to a point where if you put in enough, that number's just going to explode and you're never going to need to worry about money again. In simple terms, I'm going to show you now how it works. So this is the important one, okay? So if you do it how I did it, so let's say I started at about just under $500. Ideally, if you can, you should do $1,000 every month or $500 and then increase that because it works better. But if you're not in a situation where you can just drop that amount of money, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to show you how I did it. So for year one, I was only doing about, looking at $600 a year. So, you know, in 1 year, I made roughly $167 of interest, okay, with a total of 1,200 from 6. So it's kind of doubled my my return, okay. But then the year after that, so let's say we started 1,268. I was doing 100. I was doing 100 for that year. So if you look at that again, it's gone up to 2,863. Okay, so this blue thing is how much you started with. So that's my starting year. So within a year of doing $100 a month, you're looking at like deposits of 1,200. So you are basically putting in the same as what you started with. So that gets just about 2,400, and then you got about $400 of interest. And then if you do that again, now I've changed it up a bit this year, so I've probably contributed about maybe 5,000 so far. So I'm going to be just under that. I'm probably going to be about 7,000 this year. So let's just say $750 for the sake of it, okay? What was it, like 2.8? It doesn't really matter. It's just, this is just an example. So 2.8, $750 a year. So in this next year, it's gone from that to about $13,000. So I've deposited $9,000 on top of the initial starting value. I've gained $1,400 of interest, which, if you don't believe me, I will now show you the proof in simple terms. So this is my account. I'm going to blur whatever I have to blur, but essentially, this is how much money is in my account. That is my interest rate since I started my account. Don't listen to that because that's insane and it's not really reflective of long term. But more importantly, if we go into here, you can see the graph of how it's worked out. So as you can see, I started with £500. This is in British pounds, so it's a bit lower than dollars, but same. So I started at £500, putting in 50 a month. First year, you know, you're looking at about 1,350 £600 in total from the £500 that started with that £600. So you only got about £200 worth of interest, but that's still £200 of free money. And then if we go to year 2, so we started at what, 1,300 and something, yeah. Year 2, what's 2,700. So again, we contributed a bit more this time, another 1,200 on top of that. So again, not much of an increase, but as you can see by this graph, this is where I started to contribute thousands of pounds every month, give or take a few bits where I didn't, like this bit here. But as you can see, it's gone up from, most of this is my contributions, but more importantly, if we go to, there, 2,800 to current day, 10,300, I've probably contributed that. You can see how much I've contributed that much since I started, and I've earned that much just from, contributing. So if you can do that long term, $1,000 each month, I'll show you how lucrative it can really be. So let's say right now you decide I'm going to start. Okay. So you decide to start with $1,000 as your starting point, and you decide I can do 1,000 at a rate of, we'll go off the actual average, so it's realistic, because obviously mine was just reflective of me, but realistically 12.59. So we'll do 12.5 as an interest rate. Okay. Just to prove how this can be, because this is going to be lower returns, but only by a little bit. And if you do that for 22 years, roughly, can you see that number? Final balance, $1.4 million. And you've only contributed £264,000, but that's over 22 years. So, $12,000 a year for 22 years. That's how much you've contributed, and that's how much interest. Almost 4 times the amount you actually contributed, you've earned just by existing. And as you can see, this orange bit is how much you've actually deposited. And you can see for the first sort of 9 years, you're kind of you're putting in as much as you're earning. If not, you're putting in more than what you're earning. But after that 9 years mark, you can see that this orange bar is getting significantly smaller. So I think at this rate, with that interest, the actual mark is probably only about 20 years. Yeah, 20 years. So if I was to stop right now at 25, from this interest, by the time I'm 45, if I did it by the book, I would be $1 million balance in my savings by the time I'm 45. But obviously that interest rate can change. As we see here, yes, we've had a few good years, but there are the odd occasional bad years where it can go down. This is the thing. It can go down as much as it can go up, but on average, as you can see here, the amount of times it goes down are significantly rarer than when it goes up. I mean, you've got periods from 1982 to 19... That's 8 years of positive growth, just about. But then, you get a few bad years, like here, for example. But, on average, even during COVID, it was still up. We've only had 1 bad year since COVID. It's going to stay like that because history shows that. And the only way this fails is if every single company collapses, and at that point the world's collapsed, and I don't think you're going to be caring as much about this at that situation. That's what I'm trying to say. But what's more important is that if you were to get to this point, you shouldn't just cash out there and then, because it's taken you 20 years to earn this mil, okay? But look how short the distance is just to earn 2 mil. So I think if I put this at 25, 2 mil, 5 more years on top of the initial 20, and you've doubled your interest in 5 years. You doubled your balance in 5 years. By 50, I would have $2 million in my balance. And if you did this, so I'm 25, so if I did this for 40 years, so when I'm 65, the UK retirement age, okay, so you've got 2 million, that's going to go up to $13 million. And as you can see, these contributions are redundant at this point. It doesn't matter. It just depends how much you're able to contribute. Obviously not everybody's able to do that. So even if, for example, for 20 years you can only do $500 a month, which is, we'll get a calculator up. So $500 is about £370 a month. If you that's like car insurance per month or something like that. If you can do that for 20 years, you're going to be at $500,000. Okay. But let's say you do that for 10 years. You're 121, so 121,000. And at this point, you're like, okay, I can do 1,000. you add another, like, I don't know, 5 years onto that for 1,000, you know, that's your contribution. You've already earned that much interest. You do that for another 5 years, so 10. You know, you can see it doesn't take much for the interest to just overtake all of this. And at this point, you know, you've earned $400,000 of interest. You're well on your way. The point is, it doesn't actually matter how much you contribute as long as you're consistent about it. Like, it will take a bit longer. It's only going to add a little bit of time, you know? Because if you do, like I said, $1,000 with only 500 for 20 years, you know, it gets you halfway. I think to get to that actual million, instead of it taking you 20 years, it takes you 25. So if you can only contribute $500, it's only going to take you 5 more years to earn $1 million. And obviously, yes, if you can contribute 1,000 by this point, you'd have 2 million. But who really cares? Because like I said, even here, if you do it for 30 years at 500, it's going to get you to 2 mil, just a lot slower. It's still doable. And this is at a 12% interest rate. Like, if we do it off, you know, history, 20%, if it were to, you know, stay at 20%, it's probably only going to take you like 15 years to like get that 500,000, which means in 20 years, the current interest, you're way over $1 million. So you're looking at probably what, like 18? 18 years at the current interest rate. So on average, 20% here. The current interest rate for the past 3 years since I've been doing it, you know, you're looking at 18 years. So in theory, I start when I'm 22, 40, I could be there. That's only, you know, 15 years away. Like, that's doable. And again, 1,000, just to show you how lucrative it can be, 1,000, I hazard a guess it's probably going to take 13 years. Maybe a bit more, 15? 14? Between 14 and a half years. That isn't really that long of a time. I wouldn't even be 40. I would be 38 if I did it that way. And like I said, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to be a financial guru. This is not me like trying to boast or anything. I'm just saying that, like, if you've got money in your bank that you don't need, just put it into something like this where the interest rate can really increase, because bank accounts have like fixed interest rates of like 1 to 5%. Like, I'll just show you what that means. Like, if you have a 5% interest rate and you put in $1,000 a month, in 20 years, you're only going to be at 400k. And look, as you can see, the interest is not great. And yes, the bank interest rates can be fixed. They might gradually increase each year, but it's not going to be as lucrative as these interest rates, as you can see. Like, yes, it goes down. That's the risk you take. But on average, it goes up all the time. If you put it into this, I'm telling you now, even with 15% interest rate, you've tripled it in the same amount of time. There's just no point leaving your money sat in your bank account. If you've got spare money you don't need, just shove it into something like this. That's my advice. But like I said, don't come for me if it doesn't work out, because I can't foresee the future, but I can base it off maths and history and the law of averages. It could happen. And in 10 years' time, who knows? You know, in 2036, if I'm still making YouTube videos, I will make a follow-up video for this. I'm at $13,000. So let's say I do $750 a month for 10 years at 15% interest. Why not? I should be at, in 10 years, that total, $264,000 with $90,000 deposit and that much interest. And as you can see, at this point, I'm already earning more than I've deposited. And that's in 10 years' time. How long is it going to take me to be a millionaire? Let's try and work it out. From now onwards, 18 years from now. 21 years of doing this in total, that'll get me to approximately $1 million. But obviously that's with an interest rate of 15%. If it stays at 20, which it currently is, it probably won't. But if it did, in theory, it's probably only going to take me 15 years. Yeah, 15 years from now. So yeah, and within 10 years of what I could be at that much. Like, I don't know what the interest rate's going to be like in 15 years. You know, it could go up and down. There's going to be years where it goes down, and that's going to impact you, but it's not going to matter that much. You've just got to trust the process. And if you don't want to be working for your entire life, this is the way out. Because I can tell you now, if you're young and able to do this, start as early as you can. The earlier you start, the sooner you can get the money. But realistically, even if you're starting right now, right in this very moment, with the current interest rate from last year, 16% last year. Okay, let's start £1,000, $1,000, $500 a month at 16%. And you're like, okay, how long is that going to take me? Probably 21 years. 21 years from now, if you start right this moment and only contribute $500 a month from $1,000 start point, you'll be a millionaire. But if you can do 1,000 in the same time, you'll be a double millionaire. That's all I'm saying, okay? And like I said, please watch WoodysGamertag's videos. These are really insightful. Like, if there's one video I would ever recommend people to watch, it's this one at the top. This one here. It is the best video you will ever watch. And I can't believe only 277,000 people have watched it. It's an insanely useful video, and it will explain everything a lot better than I can. Just give it a go. And, you know, come back to me in 10 years. That's all I got to say. Subscribe if you agree, and I hope that I helped you in some way. But obviously, don't rely on me for financial advice. I'm just giving you my suggestions. But yeah, subscribe.